Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to On the Open, where we take a look at all the action that is occurring right now in the European markets. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group, securities offered by MoneyBlock on this wonderful Monday morning, March 27th, 2017. Let's jump into the MarketStream outlook. Taking a look at the DAX. The DAX right now is trading down 0.9%, almost 1%, trading on almost its worst levels since it opened. Battle is now being fought at 20-day moving average. German stocks are under pressure after the fact that we could not pass healthcare reform here in the States. This is also putting in jeopardy any type of tax reform, as well as what are the trade policies going forward. There's a lot of volatility, let's say, is probably the appropriate word at this juncture. That's impacting certain sectors of the German markets, most notably the automakers. You see Volkswagen and BMW. Right now, they're both down about 1.8% and 1.2% respectively. So with those stocks and those automakers on the move, we saw that in Japan as well. We saw Honda and Toyota overnight. They were under pressure, down 1.5% after what was a negative overnight session for Japan. Taking a look at the UK, we see that they're down about 0.84%, down 61 at 72.75. This battle is really playing out here. We're going to watch this one very closely. It's challenging its 50-day moving average. Taking a look at the FTSE, it's challenging 72.71 right now. A break there means that the short-term and intermediate-term bulls, they're under pressure. As a matter of fact, they could be shaken out, especially the weekends. That is often a good thing, as if at least they can do what they did back here in February, which is hold this area. They want to hold that 50-day moving average. That's that area where all the price action that's occurred in the last 50 days, these people aren't being shaken out of the market. With that being said, we're going to watch in the UK, we're going to watch financials and we're going to watch miners. They're under pressure right now in the session. We'll see if they can't bounce back. The miners and materials have been driving the markets up in the UK. They're a little weak this morning. Let's see if that continues, especially with the uncertainty politically in the European Union. We did also see that the British pound did trade up. As a matter of fact, taking a look at the pound, we're seeing that it's trading up $1.30, up 1.06% at 126. We haven't seen it at these levels since basically February, at end of January, beginning of February. It's looking to challenge its 200-day moving average. Let's see how this plays out, especially now that we are 2 days away from what has been anticipated as the trigger of Article 50, where Britain will now start the process of exiting the European Union. With that being said, you also see in France some weakness. With the political front now getting very volatile in France, with Marine Le Pen still, she's the nationalist candidate she came out of nowhere, and basically now with the populist nationalist type of sentiment is increasing, she's starting to gain some traction in that particular election. Why is that important? It's perceived as being potentially negative for stocks. The French CAC is down 0.46%, down 23 at 49.97, but it's holding its 20-day moving average. The French stocks have been very strong throughout this. What's notable, though, is you're seeing large cap steelmaker Mattel down 3.9% this morning. Again, materials under pressure, uncertainty about growth, about infrastructure plays, and with that uncertainty, profit taking comes after what's been an impressive move to the upside on hope and promise. There are plenty of other growth names that are currently under pressure as well in the French CAC. What is notable, though, that's not under pressure is luxury names. L'Oreal, Louis Vuitton, they're all holding up. That could be because of the fact that we saw China, which is one of the largest markets for those luxury brands, is still holding up quite well in spite of what's going on in the U.S., Japan, and now in Europe. And again, watch the currency markets. The euro has moved to the upside, up about 0.11%. Watch this action on the euro. It's a little bit muted right now. Let's see if the euro holds up, especially now that Brexit's on the forefront. The pound's been moving to the upside. Uncertainty in the political process and volatility at the bare minimum in France. So we'll watch all of this action. And what does this action mean? This means that you watch these critical areas. right? And you find opportunity, whether you're a bull or a bear. You use these different types of tools and visualizations so that you can go in and start using the vehicles like stocks, futures, and options so that you can now position yourself prudently with a lot better perspective. And we're going to be talking more about that here in the U.S. at 9:30 Eastern Time here at MarketStream.live, where I'm going to go over everything and set the table for you on the market open here on the U.S. markets. See you here at MarketStream.live.